Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola! From the west side. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. All right, let me come on camera so we can get this going. I know I'm late. All right, let me get this together. Happy Friday. Hey, Miss Mahogany. It's been one of those days, girl. As you can see, I still have not braided my hair. Well, I started the process. I washed my hair. I washed the gray out of my hair. And I am doing a hot oil treatment tonight. So, tomorrow, I wouldn't braid my hair over the weekend. But I've been busy doing some other exciting stuff, you guys. Exciting stuff. I have really been working on the other channel that I am going to be putting together. I'm actually planning to launch it this weekend. So the only thing I have to do is start the YouTube channel and upload the trailer. The trailer is done. I've created the email address for it because I can't, I can't, have it on the same email address. I think that I can have two monetized channels if that channel eventually gets to the point of being monetized. And I believe that I just have to use the same AdSense account that I'm currently using for this channel. Oh, you gave yourself a texturizer and tomorrow you retwist. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Yeah, it's like, so I have my purple ombre wig on tonight. I think the other day I had on the shorter one. So today I have the longer one on. This is actually one of the wigs for my character in the movie that I'm going to be in. Her name is Alexis. Not the wig, the character. not not the way. People give all of theirs different names and everything, and I don't know. Maybe we'll call this one. We'll call her. Yeah, we'll call her Alexis. We'll give her Alexis. I gotta see how much I can curl this hair. This is human hair, so we got to see how much we can we get it together. But yes, I have been working on the new channel. It is going to be spoken word. It's going to be in the spoken word poetry sector, and it is going to because of the types of content, the spoken word that I'm going to be putting on that channel, it's probably going to be in the love and relationship sectors as well. Because one of the things that I would like to do once that is started is that in the live streams, make those sometimes, like some spoken word sessions, like bring in people that, that I meet or that I know, like one who I'm going to reach out to as I'm starting this channel is a friend of mine named Jessica Holter. Jessica Holter is the founder of the Punani Poets. If you don't know who the Punani Poets are, look up Punani Poets HBO. They also have, she also has a page on here. The Punani Poets have a page on YouTube. They have a channel, but they haven't posted anything on there since before the world stopped. But I have known Jessica for years, like years. Because I told you guys I do poetry. I just, I have rarely done my spoken word in public. And so this other channel is going to be a way for me to hone my craft by doing these video uploads of, me doing these spoken words. And some of them will be ones that I will literally, just like with all of my poetry, they will be things that I will be coming up with from experiences, or some of them may be taken from actual poetry that I've already written at other times in my life, and just give you like a 2022 spoken word spin on the same subject matter, that kind of stuff. So I'm really, really excited about putting that together. I was very hesitant about starting a second channel, you guys. But the reason that I'm doing, even though I've done some poetry on this channel, the poetry that I have done on my main channel, and this will remain my main channel because it's monetized, has been pretty much rated G. Okay, and my poetry, the spoken word, will not be rated G. It will be sensual and provocative, and it might be a little spicy. And so, because this is my lifestyle channel about me being a caregiver, things I do in life, and about autism and just all of that kind of stuff. Even though I have my artsy part on this channel, I think that, at least from what I am seeing, that because of the subject matter of the spoken word, it needs to be on another channel. It needs to be focused on another channel, because I don't need to have this channel going in a million different algorithms when I want to, build that up. Okay, it's not on. To build it up. Hey, DLD. So DLD, I'm about to start a second channel. I will be launching it this weekend. And as soon as I launch it, I will, of course, put something on the community wall for this channel, so that I can hopefully hurry up and get my first 100 subscribers for that channel. Now, my original plan was to start a second channel when I got to 2K, but I'm not at 2K yet on this channel, and I decided that since it's 2022, it's time to do 2. So, my plan on that is that channel is going to probably be mainly just an upload channel to start out. I don't really plan on doing a lot of live streaming on there unless I have a subject matter that's along those lines that I want to do up there. And the difference on that channel is that because that's going to be kind of in the love and the relationship and that kind of stuff, I probably will do something I don't do on this channel. Is that I will probably do more panels, more collaborations. Not that I'm not going to do those on here, but I haven't done them. But I think that when I'm doing the live streams on that channel, that it will be probably more productive to do them collaboratively because it's a spoken word channel. So maybe, in doing the live streams, they will be kind of around subject matter that have been in whatever. Oh, you're in a loud bar? Oh, they're doing karaoke. I have, y'all. So I told you guys that today was officially mask off day where I live. Except for public transportation, obviously, countrywide, you still have to wear masks, on airplanes, trains, buses, okay, and subways. But I haven't been anywhere away from my house, so I don't know. I will be venturing out tomorrow, and I will see how many people have taken off their masks when I go out tomorrow. I might videotape because I'm thinking about doing a Dollar Tree haul tomorrow, and I might videotape. But I haven't been out, so I don't know what's going on as far as people around me not wearing their masks today. But now that we've gone to the mask off stage, okay, so maybe I might eventually go back and do karaoke out again. And yeah, because I miss doing karaoke. I really miss doing karaoke. It's fun, but I do want to kind of do some kind of professional gigs, and so those are kind of in the works as we speak, trying to do those, not just singing a couple of lines as a character in a movie who is strung out on that stuff. Yeah. You guys see the movie when it's finally out there, and it is coming. The movie that I did, Mama Tell Me Why, it is coming. It will be out. The producer told us in a meeting last week that it should be out by next month. You guys will be able to go to the website, and you'll be able to download it, digitally download it, and watch it in the comfort of your homes. I believe that she is also going to be putting it on YouTube. So it will probably be on like the premiere YouTube, you know, where you can find movies. I believe it's going to be on there as well. So I'm just excited. You guys will get to see me, you know, in the movie and everything. And then it'll be interesting because when y'all see, because, you know, in the movie, you know, y'all will see my name. So once you see that movie, you'll then know why I don't use my first name on this platform. Because number one, there's a bunch of other people on this platform with that name, and typically, you know, it's like an islander, you know, Jamaican. A lot of Jamaicans have my first name. But I was named after my daddy. And actually, you know, my sister doxed me one time. She was in my life, and she said my name right in the chat. If you were here that day, you saw it. It's like it's no big secret or anything, but you know, everybody calls me DC. They call her DC. They call my brother DC. We are all DC. My dad is also DC. Matter of fact, he is the original DC. He's the original DC. But see, I'm DC, the Purple Diva. That part. Look at me, y'all. In my purple. I'm all hair purple, purple scarf, purple top. I even have on some purple Uggs tonight. But you know, I don't know what I'm in such a good mood today. Probably because I had a very good day. You know, just putting stuff together for the other channel and just planning out stuff coming up on this channel. Just, you know, getting my grind on my YouTube stuff. But it does not allow me to forget that there's a war going on in the Ukraine, and our African brothers and sisters are being treated like dirt. They are treating these children, they're babies to me because they're college students. So, you know, the majority of them are, you know, in their 20s. These people are being treated like dogs. And they are trying to convince everyone that it's not racial. But do any of you guys buy that? Have you seen some of the videos that have been floating around? I've seen them on YouTube. I've seen them on Instagram. It's vile how they're treating those people. Oh, I am so sorry. My libation tonight is strawberry lemonade. I had to look to see what I was drinking. Ooh, somebody getting a massage. Speaking of, let me finish my thoughts about Ukraine, and then I'm gonna go to something else that I happened to see on Paris Milan's community tab today, and I want to discuss what it said. But the situation in the Ukraine for people of color is horrendous. Specifically, people who are over there on student visas, going to school. And I mean, one of the videos that I saw, they literally had these people like sitting on the side of the road or sitting on the ground outside, not allowing them to go through for days. And you could hear the students saying, please, they're like, you're not of God, you're not of God. Why are you treating us like this? Why won't you let us through? I mean, it is just crazy. And I'm not putting this on, necessarily the people of the Ukraine, but the military of Ukraine is the one who's doing this. Let those people out of that country. Let them, and Poland, allow them into Poland. Romania, allow those into Romania so they can get to Poland, so that they can, allow these people out so that they can, get out of that war-stricken country and into safety. It is not safe for any, for anyone who is not from that region, especially someone of color. And the sad thing is that what I could see was, unless something has changed, the embassies from countries like Nigeria are not helping these people. They're not helping them. So that whole situation over there obviously is disgusting. I don't know how Putin is, going to react in all of this, because, the world has pretty much cut off Russia. They've made the Russian ruble worth dirt at this point. So I'm not sure how this man is going to, how he's going to react to what's going on. I know that places like here in California, gas prices are now over $5 freaking today, unless you're going to Costco or Sam's Club. I will be renewing my Costco membership tomorrow. Facts. We just going, got the old car going there. I haven't been in here, since before the pandemic, which is true. But we're gonna have to. Because that's the only place locally that you can find gas under $5. $5. I'm glad I got gas at the beginning of the week, and it was still $4.50. Do you see what I'm saying? It was still $4.50 when I got it. So I got like $25 worth of gas. So that was like, what, 5 gallons? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. But I don't go very far. That's like, so I got like a little over a fourth of a tank. I don't think huge gas tank or anything. I'm not driving a V8. But we're gonna see if anything that 46 did on Wednesday in his, State of the Union speech is going to help with these gas prices. Like, what is going on? Especially since we get 10%. Do you hear what I'm saying? 10% of the U.S. crude oil comes from that part of the world. The majority of our gas is from our own sources, because let's not forget we got Alaska, the land of oil. Or it's coming, from the Saudi states, Middle East. Mm-hmm. And then also, we got Texas. And there's oil here in the state of California as well. So there's multiple places within the United States that we have our own oil supplies. So this is just a bunch of BS with them, sending the gas prices through the roof. For real. It's just a bunch of BS. All right, so now let's talk about this. Let's talk about this thing that I saw on Paris Milan's community wall. Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. She had pulled up something that she saw on Twitter. And it was a 1950, I think it was like 1955. And it was giving rules for being a good housewife. And I'm sure you've got, the Good Housewife Guide. That's what it's called. Paris put this out yesterday. And it's the 1955 Wife's Guide. It was on Twitter. Okay. So let me just share something. This was published on May 13th, 1955. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting old. I had to move my ankle. Move it around a little bit, y'all. All right, so let's go over some of these, you guys. Okay, rule number 1, y'all. Have dinner ready. Plan ahead, even the night before, to have a delicious meal ready on time for his return. This is a way of letting him know that you have been thinking about him and are concerned about his needs. Most men are hungry when they get home, and the prospect of a good meal is part of the warm welcome needed. That was one of the rules. Oh, Miss Mahogany, what's going on over there is just the most vile part of that. Okay, so here's another one of them. Here's another one of the Good Housewife Guides. Here it says, prepare yourself. Take 15 minutes to rest so you'll be refreshed when he arrives. Touch up your makeup. Put a ribbon in your hair. Be fresh looking. He has been with a lot of work-weary people. So let's just think about that one. Okay, now for those who are housewives, stay-at-home moms, they don't work outside of the home. When are you going to have that 15 minutes to, refresh yourself? And I'm assuming that they're talking about taking a little, laying down, like just kind of laying down and, getting yourself together. When are you going to have that 15 minutes? And do most housewives walk around with a full face of makeup? Is that a thing? That probably was a thing back in the 50s, but I don't think it really was. It's just what they showed them on TV. It's just what they were showing on TV. All right, so now let's go to the next one. This one is a good one, you guys. Be a little gay and a little more interesting for him. His boring day may need a lift, and one of your duties is to provide it. So you need to be the entertainment. You know, what was it? Was it Marilyn Monroe that did that one? Let me entertain you. That song. So this is saying that the wife needs to be the entertainment for the husband at the end of the day. Is that what we're supposed to be? Okay. You know, after, you know, she's been home all day, because if you're at home all day and you're not working, there are things that you can be doing. There's some, I hate to say this, that even if you're in a clean house, there's always something that can be cleaned. Always. Always. All right, so now let's go to the next one, you guys. This one, hey, Couture. So now let's go to this next one. Let's go to this next one. Oh. Clear away the clutter. Make one last trip through the main part of the house just before your man gets home. Just before your husband arrives. Run a dust cloth over, what does that say? And run a dust cloth over things. Okay. So let's think about this. Because unless you don't have kids, this is going to be a little tricky. You know what I'm saying? If you've got kids at home, you've got the kids at home with you, and you know it's about, you know, okay, say he gets off 5. Okay, you've done everything you need. So then, what? 15 minutes before 6, 5:45. Let's say it takes him an hour to get home. You need to run your butt into the living room and make sure everything is looking nice. And if it isn't, girl, go get that dust. Go get that duster. Dust the house. Yeah, make sure there's no clutter. I'm being facetious, but you know, it's just you guys see how antiquated and how crazy this kind of stuff could be in today's world. Even if you are a stay-at-home mom, you know, it's acting like somebody's sitting home doing absolutely nothing all day. Okay. Oh, here's one, y'all. You're gonna love this one. During the cooler months of the year, you should prepare and light a fire for him to unwind by. Your husband will feel he has reached a haven of rest and order, and it will give you a lift too. After all, catering to his comfort will provide you with immense personal satisfaction. Now, granted, I'm a giver. I'm definitely a giver, okay? And I'm, you know, that type of woman that's going to, you know, I want to make sure things are good for the man when he, you know, gets home and everything. But I'm trying to think, you know, when I lived in a house with a fireplace in it, I'm trying to think of any time that in the wintertime I was asked or put a fire in the fireplace, you know. But probably it's, I'm in California. And if there's a fire in the fireplace, the fire in the fireplace is in there because it's for me. I was an expert on keeping a fire going in the fireplace. Matter of fact, for one of my birthdays, my 40th, to say, I had a girls' night in, and I had the firewood going so that firewood the entire time that the ladies were there. And that means I had a fire going for about 5 hours. It was a wonderful thing. And it was a lift for us. But, okay. I have to remember that this was 1955. All right. So here's another one. You guys should love this one, especially ladies who have small children. Minimize all the noise. At the time of his arrival, eliminate all noise of washers, dryers, or vacuuming. Encourage the children to be quiet. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I grew up in a house where it's not normal for kids to be quiet. We were, if we were quiet, we were up to something. We were up to something if we were quiet. So we had to, so yeah, that was not part of the equation in my house. And my dad, I mean, he worked crazy hours because he was a physician, so still is. But you know, this is some 1950s stuff. Okay, so let's see. What's another one in here? Let's see. We're gonna open up again. Here we go. Be happy to see him. Greet him with a warm smile and show sincerely in your desire to please him. Child. So basically, when he comes in the door, you need to be right there. You should be waiting at the door. What, with his smoking jacket and his pipe and his newspaper, so he can sit down and. I'm sorry, y'all. You know. Anyway, this was gone by the 60s. I can tell you, wasn't nobody doing this in the 60s. So this is definitely some 50s stuff, and it was definitely gone by the 70s and 80s and 90s, 2000s. Yeah. All right. I mean, because this is a very, very traditional, but you know, even in homes where the wife is at home and raising the children, this is. I need to show this to my best friend who has 6 kids and she was a stay-at-home mom. I mean, she will laugh at this. All her kids are grown now, but she'll laugh at this one. Okay, so the next one is listen to him. You may have dozens of important things to tell him, but the moment he arrives is not the time. So, yeah, okay. Now, this one I can agree with, okay? I can agree with this one. Generally, when someone gets home from work, they just want to unwind for a minute. I know, like, when I finish my work day, even though I'm at home, I need about 15 minutes to just to decompress. At least 15 to 30 minutes to decompress from the day. But, and thankfully I have, changed my work hours so that I'm off I get off at like 3:30. So by the time that he gets home, yeah, I've had time to decompress. I've had time to make dinner, and dinner is ready and all that kind of stuff. But that's because I've made my work day earlier because I work to keep this house running. Okay. Although it is at home, I'm still working a full-time job. I have a career, over 30-year career in this industry that I'm in. So, yes. But I have accommodated, somewhat. And yes, when he gets home, because, I've already decompressed for my day by the time he gets home. So I know he needs to decompress. I already know. He comes home. First thing he does is he goes and, obviously changes out of his work clothes, gets into his, home attire, and goes and sits on our private patio and has him a moment. Okay? He smokes cigarettes, so that's when he goes out there and has him a cigarette. Yes. And just chills, for a minute. Once he's chilled, then I'll come and ask him, how was his day? But that's how I do it. So I can, and if he wants to say something, yeah. So the rest of this sentence it says, let him talk, listen, where to go? Let him talk, listen, remember his topic of conversation are more important than yours. Now that part. That's definitely for someone who's a housewife. In my house, most of my topics of conversation would be about making sure we get everything, making sure everything gets paid. And that's a very important conversation. So I don't know if what happened at work that day is as important. And also too, he don't really like to talk about, he rarely talks about, stuff that's going on at work. So that part. All right, so then here's the next one. Don't greet him with problems and complaints. Don't complain if he's late for dinner or even if he stays out all night. Count this as minor compared to what he might have gone through at work. Now let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you are my man, my husband, and you don't come home, and you out all night, you got more to worry about than me complaining. You got more. Hey, Hanlon. If you stay out all night, we got a problem as to why you was out all effing night. How about that part? And I can't say that I ever experienced that ish in marriage or relationships where, homeboy was out all night and no. That'd be a problem. But see, this is some 50s mentality. Like, don't ask no questions. Don't say nothing to him. But you know, this is the clear culture's rules, because I already know sisters was not gonna be with that, even back in the 60s. Okay, so here's the next one. Make him comfortable. Have him lean back into a comfortable chair or lie him down in the bedroom. Have a cool or warm drink ready for him. Okay. Now that one is nice. That's a nice one, you know, but most of us have been working all day. This is a nice principle for if you don't have to take care of, you don't have to worry about anything but making sure of his needs. That means that everything, the house and everything is running smoothly and you don't have to do none of that. Because if you work a full-time job, even if it's at home, even if you maneuvered it so that you're done and you can have dinner ready and everything, doing this like every single day could be a bit much. Not saying that it's not doable, but I'm saying that if you start doing things like this, if you started out like this, like from the beginning, you will have to continue doing that. So think about it, ladies. It's nice to do that for your man every once in a while. Trust me, I'll rub his feet for him every once in a while. I give him a massage on his back every once in a while. But he gives me a massage on my back every once in a while, and he rubs my feet too. I'm just saying, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Okay, so let's see, what's the next one? Oh, yeah, this one's funny. Arrange his pillows and offer to take off his shoes. Speak in a low and soothing and pleasant voice. Those are kickers. And we're almost there. Got one more for you guys. One more. Don't ask him questions about his actions or question his judgment or integrity. Remember, he is the master of the house, and as such, will always exercise his fairness and truthfulness. You have no right to question him. A good wife always knows her place. And there you have it. There you have it. That was published May 13th, 1955. And this is what was put out. Now, me and my sister were having a discussion earlier today about this craziness that makes some of us who were born in the 60s baby boomers, and some of us who were born in the 60s Generation X. So, they decided, whoever did all this sectioning out, that there was two surges of baby boomers. Okay? Baby boomers spans a 40 freaking year period. It goes from like the late 30s all the way up to the mid 60s. But those of us who were born between 1955 and 1965 are considered baby boomer 2. Okay? So there was the baby boomer ones, which were the ones who were born right after WW2. Then there are those of us who are considered baby boomers too, who are from the mid-50s to the mid-60s, a 10-year span. However, those of us who were born in the 60s, the reason that we are more like the Generation X's is because those of us who were born in the very early 60s really grew up in the 70s along with the Gen Xers. And those of us who are part of this quote unquote baby boomer twos, we are the ones who created the freaking internet. Matter of fact, we created hip hop. I'll let that marinate. Okay? Yes. Those of us who were born in, between 60 and 65, it's that little, those of us who consider ourselves cuspers to the X's, we're the ones who brought about hip hop. We are the ones who created the internet. Because we are the ones who were in college in the late 70s, in the early 80s, and learned and started creating the internet from places like USC, UCLA, on the East Coast, Columbia, the quote unquote, and then Stanford up in North, the quote unquote schools, West Coast and East Coast, quote unquote Ivy League type schools. Because although they consider, Gore, the father of the internet, we all do know that it was actually someone who was a person of color who did that, right? We know that it was a black person, right? We know that, right? Y'all know that. I know. We know that in this room. Us in this room know that, okay? But yeah, that's just an interesting thing that out of all of the quote unquote generations, the boomers is the one that they split into two different parts. Like us between 55 and 65, we didn't even get our own name. That's probably why we're feeling some kind of way about being classified as boomers, because for those of us who were born between 1955 and 1965, that makes us baby boomers just like our parents. Because the people born between 55 and 65, our parents were born in the late 30s to the early 40s. That's when they, some of them were born, right before WW2, and some of them were born right after. But our parents were the ones who were going to Vietnam, not us. Okay? It's, so yeah, being considered a boomer for some of us, we're like, I don't even act like those people, okay? Now, there are some people who were born between, 55 and 65 that, did. I would say the ones who were born before 1960, maybe the ones between 55 and, and 60. But starting in 1960 to 1965, we don't act like that. But, me, Michelle, and Barack, we don't want to be boomers. I'm speaking for 44 too, y'all. you know, because and here's the thing, and that's because what happens is that if you look at it from that perspective, you technically, the millennials, which would be, the Y and Zers, it's not just Generation X's fault, because you have those of us, as I said, in my age range, who are considered quote unquote boomer twos. Well, we are also the parents of those Y and Zers. My son's 26. And my sister, who definitely is an Xer, her son and my son are both, were both 90s babies. They were both born in the 90s. So, they're part of that, YZer category. More Zers because they came of age, within the last 10 years. My son turned 18 in, when did he turn 18? He's 26. He turned 20. He was 20 in 2015. I was like 2015. So 2013 he was 18. Yeah, because in 2013 I was 50. Almost 10 years ago I turned 50. So yeah, when I turned 50, that's the same year he was 18. So yeah, so I guess he's more of a Zer, but I think the Zers are the ones who were born after 2000. The Yers are the ones who were born in the 90s. So I think he's like a Y. He's a Y, But it doesn't matter because Y and Z are all about me. Both of them are about themselves. Because as far as they're concerned, the internet always existed, okay? There's always been cell phones. Social media has been around almost their entire lives. Okay? So, yeah, that part. And, they're the generation that doesn't open up a book. Everything, all their knowledge comes from Google. They get it all from Google. They do. David as well. He was sitting down here a few minutes ago, but he went upstairs. I guess y'all saw him in the background behind me. He went upstairs. Speaking of, I need some more lemonade. I'm gonna get me some more. Be right back, you guys. Well, y'all see me. Y'all see me. See. Now come on camera. So no one can put out any lies out there. That I weigh 400 pounds or anything like that. As y'all can see, your girl DC is tall and slender. Did you want to say hi?
Yeah.
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 Thank you. Oh, by the way, I am working on putting in a commercial break. I just got to get him to do it for me. Say, my mom You know, we're trying to get him to say, "Hey, YouTube, my mom will be right back in a minute." Or, you know, we'll be right back. That's all he has to say. So I'm trying to do that, and then put it in there. And then I'm also trying to work on, you know, some other things, you know, to push in here. But the weird thing is, you guys, let me just say this. When I'm creating these things, because I do a lot of the stuff on my Macs, the thing is, with the iMovies and with a lot of these, a lot of my applications, once I pull them out and push them in to my my photos or to all my videos and everything, even if I originally did it as an MP4, it goes into whatever it is on there. And then I have to literally take the file, upload it, and convert it back to an MP4 so that I can upload it into my StreamYard stuff. Because it won't take the raw thing, even though I'm like, wasn't that an MP4? Because I'll pull images from, you know, Canva or my other things, and I know I'm pulling them in as MP4s, okay? But, you know, because of how Mac does stuff, so I have to do all this converter stuff, which is why some of the stuff that I'm, you know, doing to put on here, it's taking me a little longer to get it up because, yeah, I gotta convert it. Because I want to come up with maybe a little cleaner intro. My outro is perfect. My outro is perfect, but you know, a cleaner, a slicker version of my my intro. So we'll see. I like what I have in there, but yeah, I just want how the visuals are at the beginning of it to be cleaner, and I don't know what I need to do to fix that, but I'm working on it because y'all know I'm working on getting another a newer Mac. I don't know if it's gonna be, you know, the one I want, but we definitely have to upgrade our Mac to at least, you know, 8 or 16 gigs. So I'm looking at a couple right now, and you know, budgeted for that so that I can get that hopefully after I get my tax money back. Hey, Koja Malik. Hopefully. But I've been watching all the little stuff going on the platform, y'all. You know, it's just so much more interesting things going on in the world, you know, and, you know, folks are going to do what folks are doing on the platform. They really, really are. But it's funny to me, I just have to say this, how there are so many people who get on here and talk so much trash about how other people look, about what people's bodies look like, how ugly they are, how fat they are, how black they are, yada, 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 yada. But then they never actually come on camera themselves. Unless a fatal camera slip happens. Y'all need to stop talking about what other people look like if you don't come on camera. Because you see, as you can see, I'm not scared to go on camera. You know, and even if I were a bigger woman, I would still not be scared to come on camera because I love me. That part. And I know that for a woman who is past the freaking wall. There are women on here who wish that they looked as good as I did. And they have my genes. Because it's the genes for me. Okay? It's the genes. I've never had to work at staying this size. I was just blessed. Blessed in the morning. I'm blessed in the evening. I'm blessed when I come and when I go. I'm just saying. I am built like my father's mother. Now, my grandmother, who was also had the same body type, she had a thyroid issue. I, praise God, hallelujah, Jesus, have no thyroid issues. Thyroids are right here. This is where they are, in case y'all didn't know. Mine are fine. You don't see them bulging out of my neck or anything, which means we're all good over here. I just am, naturally a smaller woman, but I'm also a taller woman. I'm not a shorty short. I'm not a shorty short. And generally women who are taller are bigger body types. But I'm not. I was a dancer, And I'm not talking about a pole dancer, although that's a hard thing to do. I did ballet, modern, dance theater of Harlem, Alvin Ailey type dancing. That's what I did. And soon and very soon, I will be, posting at least one or two of me doing some of those, dances. I just have to put it up here with music that's copyright free, that will match somewhat of the dance move, because I'm going to do the dance moves to whatever I'm originally doing them to. However, I still want, the music to be somewhere in there. So that's something that's coming up soon on this channel. But let's not forget that this weekend, you guys, unless I have some crazy problems, I will be launching my second channel. And if everything goes the way that I plan for it to go, it will be called the Purple Diva Den. So it's going to be spoken word, it's going to be spicy, sexy, adult content. My poetry that I have on this channel is my rated G poetry. This will not be rated G poetry, which is why I don't want to put it on this channel, because, this is my autism channel, so that would be kind of crazy to have sexually explicit poetry on here. So I'm going to start a whole nother channel in the spoken word poetry sector. I will be posting on this channel over the weekend once I upload the trailer. Yes, I even put a trailer together for that channel. I'm starting it the right way with a freaking trailer. I still don't have a trailer for this channel. I need to put together a trailer for this channel as well. Still don't have no daggone trailer for this channel. I don't. I need to. But I'm getting together. But I know, you guys, I'm just rambling because I know I've been on here for over an hour. But what I am planning is that I don't know if I'm gonna, like, once a month add another live stream on a different day, like on a weekend, like on a Saturday or Sunday, or if I am going to extend my live stream on Friday night. But I feel like I need to give you guys a little bit more time in live streams. I mean, I know the hour goes by fast. The hour goes by fast. Oh yeah, please share a poem. Girl. Let me see. Where is this thing going? Okay, give me a second. Funny that you should say that. Poetry. Sitting right here. So let's see. Let me see if there's anything in here that I can read for you. All right, here's one. All right, this one is called, let me see what it is. All right, I'm gonna actually, let's see. All right, let me see. Nope, not now. Wait 1 second, you guys. Stop the music so I can read this. Okay, so here we go. This is called Butterfly. Butterfly, why do you elude me? I see you there in front of me. I leap and reach out, but you are just out of reach. What is this, some lesson you're trying to teach me? I've searched for you all my life, made many the sacrifice. You seem perfect, yet so far away. Why can't you come here with me to stay? Come to my house, let me give you a tour. Maybe you will see my heart is pure. I have a special place there just for you. Why don't you realize my love is true? Butterfly, why do you elude me? I'm waiting here. Come to me. So there's one for you. That's one. That's not necessarily one I'm going to be putting on the new channel, but we got poetry over here. See, like that? What I just do? Poetry on demand. Y'all just got a poem on me. That one is called Butterfly, and I wrote that a long time ago. I wrote that a long time ago. I was like, how'd you know my poetry was right here? And it just happens because I've been working on that channel that I have, all the stuff here. I've got like a couple of books of poetry, because I told y'all I'm putting together I'm actually going to publish some of my poetry, but I'm just looking at what I have here. Some of it might make it onto there, but some of my untitled stuff will probably make it on there. But yeah, I have some other stuff that's like, it's not it's not for TV. It's not rated G. It's, talking about, erotic stuff, but of course, we say it in a, just like, how back in the day, a lot of the songs were talking about certain things, but they described them in a different way, and so you didn't really understand what they were saying. Like, think about this. Remember that song by Michael Henderson called Wide Receiver? Now, who thought that was about football? Come on, be honest. Who thought that was about football? So some of the poetry that I do in spoken word form is metaphoric. Using metaphors to mean other things. But because on the spoken word channel, you will see videos and pictures that can give you alluding to what the real meaning of certain things are, if you catch my drift. So I'm gonna get out of here. I am planning on doing an upload for this channel this weekend. I'm not sure if it's going to be my daily thoughts or if it's going to be my Women's History / Hispanics Heritage Month video. One of them is hopefully will make it up here, or it's going to be one of the other videos that I have that's in edit in my phone, in my movies. So, but something's coming up on this one, and then you will also be being notified of the new channel. As soon as you guys see that, please go on over there and subscribe to it. I want to get that one going. It is going to, like I said, be mainly uploads of spoken word. But eventually there will be live streams on there, dealing with topics that are tackled in some of the poetry. So I'm gonna get out of here. I will see you guys again in real time on Monday night, and I will be scheduling my lives for next week over the weekend. So please hit that notification bell once you see them. And until I see you guys on Monday, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. And I am going to give you guys my outro. I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out.